Hello guys, my name is Henry and I'm a civil engineer from Uganda. So in today's story, I would like to dive into Revit application, its relevance and its use in the built environment, both the architects, the engineers, and the planners, and how they could be able to use it in their workflow. In today's session, I would like to take you through the introduction to the interface of Revit. So when starting Revit, it's better for one to set the options that will be used into their project. So when you go to the File tab, we can able to edit the options. So the general options, the notifications, reminders to save and synchronize. Then on the user interface, you could edit shortcuts by importing or exporting to add other shortcuts into your project. Then the colors. So the graphical user interface could be light. Then you could change the canvas colors to light and the background to white. So when you apply it, your background is now white. But personally, I prefer working with a dark background. So again, come here, set it to dark. So my background is back to dark. So we come back to options and graphics options, hardware options. It shows you if you have a video card installed and the file locations. So when you're using Revit, it uses file templates, so you could download them from the Autodesk website of the various versions to be able to use them to start your project with ease. So you can add here a default working template, say structure analysis. When you open it, you've added it. So when you press OK and go back to your home screen and start a new project, the structure analysis template appears here. So when you're starting your project, you just need to click here and we will start instead of going back to the options since you already set it to appear in the drop-down menu automatically. So the other options, you could be able to change the spelling check, be able to edit languages of preference, be able to change the steering wheel and view cube settings to your desired options. So when starting here, it's better to set the units which you'll use in your project. So the units are in the Manage tab. Then on the project setting palette. So here are the project units. So here you could be able to change the area to meters squared or square feet according to the versions you're using, whether metric or imperial units. So we can take the imperial unit, they have metric units, then you could be able to suppress the trailing zeros. Then you could do the same for cost per area. You could take it to a cost per square foot or cost per meter according to the region you're working on and the units that are being used in that region. Then the length, you could also change it to feet, meters, or any desired units. So we shall choose meters in this case. Then the unit symbols, you could be able to put them, then you can suppress the trailing zero. Okay, so you can change all the other units according to the preferred units you like to set. Then Revit has a quick access toolbar. So this is the quick access toolbar, which provides for some icons to use during the modeling process. Then it also has a ribbon. So this is the ribbon. So this intersection, the top section, is the Revit ribbon, which provides us various families, elements, and options, plus compatibility settings to be able to use in our project. So this ribbon consists of tabs. So architecture is a tab, structure is a tab, steel is a tab, precast is a tab. And these tabs contain palettes. So for example, the architecture tab contains the build palette, and the build palette contains those families or elements, the walls, doors, windows, components, and columns. It also has the circulation palette, model palette, and room area palette. So when you select an element in Revit, the modify tab appears, and on this modify tab, it has icons which you could be used in the drawing, creating, modifying, or populating the element into the project. And these modifications icons, the copies, the offsets, and the moving help you to work faster. Instead of creating a project, an element twice, you could be able to copy it or move it. That means save time. So here appears the options bar. The options bar helps in setting constraint points on how the family or the element will appear in the modeling. So for example, if it's a wall and you wanted to make it a circular wall, you could be able to enable radius and find the radius of the new wall you would like to set. Then below here, Revit has the visualization tab. And this visualization tab is able to control the way the model will look during the modeling process. So here are the detail levels, and here is the graphic display options. So there are different icons here which are used in the visualizations of the project during the modeling. Then besides the visualization tab, there is the scale. So you can be able to custom any scale here. You look at custom scale, then you can be able to set any scale you'd like to want, use of your choice, and be able to use it in your project. So our scale has been set of 1 to 50. So after the visualization tab, then we have the steering wheels. So these are the steering wheels here. So it helps you to navigate into the project. So if you want to zoom, you will be able to select on it. Then you move your cursor inwards or outwards to be able to zoom. To rewind, it could be able to choose rewind. Then you could be able to select which position you'd like to rewind to. Then below here, there is the zoom control tool, which will allow us to zoom into specific regions and control other zoom settings. When we go to our 3D view, which you get by coming to the ribbon on the top, and we click on the default 3D icon, so the view cube appears. This view cube helps us in the navigation of the 3D view model. So by rotating the view cube, we can be able to see the various sections of our model while developing our project. Then on your left, we have the properties palette and the project browser. So the properties palette consists of the properties of the family and the type selector. So for example, if you selected the door, for example, if we selected a wall, an architectural wall in this case, our type selector would appear here with the drop-down menu with various walls, such as curtain walls and other types of walls. So from here, we can select the desired wall we would like to use. So in this case, you can take masonry. Then here in the properties palette, you can be able to tweak the properties of the wall selected. Then in the edit tab section, edit type, we can be able to duplicate the element and then be able to change the parameters to our desired sizes without affecting the original element. Then in the project browser below here, we can be able to view the various parts of our project from the floor plans, the elevations, the 3D views, the schedules, the groups which will be formed within the project, and other links connected to the project. So here is the drawing area. This section here is the drawing area. The drawing area is where we model our projects. So Revit has a status bar, which is here. It will illustrate, show you the next commands or steps you should follow while in the project. So if you selected the door and you came here, let's select the wall. If you selected the wall and you hover in your drawing area, the status bar is showing you click to enter the wall start point. So if you click here, the status bar will show you it's vertical, and it can guide you in your modeling process. If you want to escape from a command, you just tap on the modify icon on the modify panel ribbon, on the ribbon. So coming here takes us to the home screen. So the home screen gives us options to start new projects, model new families, and it shows us our recent projects which we have modeled before. So in this case, our new project is here, so we can be able to continue with other projects. So thank you.